Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Hope you guys are all having a fantastic day. Today's upload, as you could tell, is going to be an update on the watermelon plants grown from seed series part 3. Also, in advance, I'm sorry if you hear some birds, and they're going to be really loud if you do hear them, because there's a robin right there, has a nest right there, and I'm a little bit close to it, so it's getting really scared about its birdies. I'm not intruding it. It's just, it's a mother instinct, so it's trying to scare me off. But I apologize if that interrupts. But the watermelons, as you can see, last time I updated you guys on them, they were tiny. They were just getting their true leaves. Now they are completely vining out. You could see right there. We have gotten a lot of rain the past 3 days, so they have slowed down a bit. But now the sun's back out, and they're growing insane. So good news. There's a lot of cool things I want to show you also though. So one cool thing I want to show you guys is perfect example of natural selection. And if you don't know what natural selection is basically a example of survival of the fittest. Nature selects the strongest ones, and those pass on to survive. And here's a perfect example. So let's show you this plant. You can see starts way over there, crawls right here. And what I want you to take from this, it's a fairly large plant. While these seeds were planted at the same time, this one is much smaller. And it's not because it has gotten less sun, it is because the genes in this seed are much weaker. So naturally this plant will overshade this plant eventually once it gets bigger, and this plant will die. It won't get to pass on its weak genes. So the strong one will, and the strong, fast-growing genes will get passed on to the new generation of watermelon. So that's just a cool little thing that is fairly awesome. You can see there's a couple more that are small. Those may be fine because there's no really competition for space over there. But here there's quite a bit of large plants, and these plants may overcrowd those. We still haven't gotten any flowers yet, but that is natural because flowers don't start appearing until much later on in the season, or at least once it's really started vining. I think within 2 weeks we should start seeing flowers. And I also want to tell you this thing, that male flowers come first, and that is so male bees or bees can establish their routine of coming here daily just to pollinate those flowers. And once the female flowers pop up, then they will be able to go from the male flower to the female flower and pollinate it. Sorry about the motorcycle. And you can see that there's a lot of vining going on. So I think I'll make another episode, another maybe couple of days even. I really don't know. These flowers sometimes appear within a couple of weeks or within a couple of days. So you can see there's a vine, there's a vine, there is a vine, or leading vine. Here's the start of a vine. So they're all starting to take off. The leaves are beautiful, healthy, and we need to fertilize them with some organic fertilizer. And the reason I use organic fertilizer is because it doesn't burn the plants, it's easy to use, and it works well with the soil. Not just because it's organic. I'm not one of those type of person that just uses organic because jump on a bandwagon. I just use organic because it does help me. It makes my job easier. So that's basically why I use it. Yeah guys, so that is basically it. I updated you guys on the watermelons. If you want an aerial view of these plants, there's about 10 or 11 plants that are fairly large, but then there's a couple more that are smaller, like that one's smaller, but again, that's because of the weak genes. So that is, how it works in life. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please consider subscribing to my channel. Please consider liking the video. And as always, see you guys on the next episode.